a swap, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. The Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will get first crack at it today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners are on the move. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quick handoff. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Pulls it in. It's gone. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So Florida's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So Elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
And the Gators in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Lost to throw again. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Grab behind the line. It's Spillman. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
On the play. Coming up, fourth down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Gators looking to convert on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Perkins. Breaks into the open. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators have it in scoring position on first and goal. Makes the grab on the left. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Looking to fire. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
How many chances can you afford to waste in the rep? Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! Oh, that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it out. It's Santos. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Got a man. It's gone. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Wants to throw. It's Flood. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, he drops to throw. And that'll be in. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. That's caught. It's Perkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
From the gun, the ground game. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, it's Flood. And the Sooners decide to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Motion from the wide out. Caught behind the line. It's Perkins.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Urlacher. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Using his feet to buy time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Crosses the 30. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
He hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
The Gators want to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Finds a tight end. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Long drive here. Play number 12 coming up for this offense. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Perkins. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent... on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Third and goal, where the fire purifies and separates contenders and pretenders. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Florida! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Catch in the middle, it's Bob. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45, on his way. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick them up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that. Yeah, good coverage.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Pulls and fired complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They are perfect on 4th down so far in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. On the move. That's a fumble. So he gets his own fumble back, but not enough for the first down, so they'll have to give up the ball. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Flood. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Running into the open space. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. The pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Snowed under by the defense. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys. You've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far.
And the Gators will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Looking downfield, it's Flood. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here now early in their first possession in the third quarter. They're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Burke. First down on the nice pick up there. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The short hands, it's Perkins. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Urlacher. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Slips a tackle. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, it's Flood. Got his man on the right. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive.
Hey guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
Pocket breaking down. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. And leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to adjust the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Right on the money. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking downfield, it's Flood. Here comes the heat. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. On the ground, it's Urlacher. Picks up the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job on the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Urlacher.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Urlacher. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the fourth down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae.
Turning it on! And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back to throw, it's Flood. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to throw on third. Stands in and takes the hit. Wide open downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They desperately need to get the score here on third and goal to have any kind of wild chance. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators sending the offense back to work. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Caught in the backfield. It's Roberts. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gators will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Dropping back, it's Flood. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, looking to pass. Downfield and incomplete, the defense holds.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Trying the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
I just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. Be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Flood. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. And the Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Sooners have moved it inside the 20. Tight end now in motion. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. To the end zone and is picked off.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Caught over the middle. It's Jackson. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. From their own 18-yard line, it's first down. They're going to ride this running back. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Going to the running game. And that is how we will wrap